Hello, experiential learners. It's Steve. I hope that you're doing really well and are having a great weekend. We are entering week number 5 of the session, and our learning event for week number 5 is going to be our second reflection journal, where you are continuing to provide updates on your progress with completing your learning objectives, as well as challenges, rewards, and successes. As part of your week number 5 reflection, I'd like you to think about coursework applications. So making connections between the formal academic training that you're receiving through Southern New Hampshire University with all of your coursework to your practicum or internship experience. It's important that we learn how to make connections between the theories, the principles, the concepts that we're learning in our coursework, and how is that actually carried out in any way through our practicum and internship experience. So I'm going to just give you kind of a quick rundown of some examples. So I'm not as familiar with the Southern New Hampshire University core or general education curriculum, but I would venture to guess you are asked to take a wide variety of courses under your gen eds. So it's not just about your major coursework, but you have the core gen ed curriculum as well. So here are 4 examples that I came up with as to what are ways you could apply a philosophy class, for example, or maybe you took an oral communication class or a sociology class, or hopefully you've had a diversity component to your curriculum at Southern New Hampshire University. So you might have taken a language course or a cultural competence course, and how does that apply to your internship or practicum experience? So I'm not going to read these to you, but I ask that you look at these to get a sense for the connections that you can start making between your coursework and your experiential learning opportunity that you are currently in. So now I work with psychology majors in my full-time position at the University of Maryland. So I've done a whole thing on this for psych majors, but I realize not all of you, of course, are psychology majors. So we're going to kind of think a little bit more broadly in terms of applications that you can make. First, looking at your core curriculum that you've taken at Southern New Hampshire, and then second, also looking at your field of study, looking at the academic requirements for your major, and are there any courses in your major that you're really finding that you're using the knowledge or competence or the proficiency of skills that you learned in that course, and you're carrying that out in this experience. So for this week number 5 reflection, get a little creative and think about try to integrate into this week's reflection an application example or two of how you have applied a concept from one of your classes. This is going to be good practice for the final project, which will be due in week number 7, coming up in just 2 weeks. So later, probably in the middle part of this week, I will be posting an announcement on the final project and how to prepare for that as well. Here, I've also given you some more insights into different types of courses. And if you recall earlier, we talked about questions, the importance of asking questions, being inquisitive, using that skill of inquiry. That's how you can start formulating connections between your academic coursework and the work that you are performing, or the observational learning that you're engaged in at your internship site. So again, these are just some areas that I came up with that you might have other courses or other fields of study where you say, yeah, I could really see that course applying to what I'm doing right now in my internship. So again, just kind of look this over, and for this week's reflection, get a little creative again and try to think about a concept or theory from one or two of your academic courses and how that concept or theory is being played out in your internship. Thank you so much for your time, and also thank you for all of your hard work, the time and effort that you're putting into your practicum and your internship experiences. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email me at s.young7@snhu.edu. Thanks a lot and have a great day.